Alright, gonna call the meeting to order. We'll start off with the roll. So we'll just go one by one. So, George Alvarez. Here. Rodolfo Blanco. Here. Eric Brandon. Stephen Brimo. Here. Matthew Casmayon. It's here. Jose Llano. Here. Jessica Medina.
Here.
Manuel Perez. No, Romy, not here. Andrea.
Here.
Magali. Not here right now. John.
He's absent.
Now you got, Carlos Padilla. Yeah. And then Danny Gonzalez. Here. Cool. So any orders of business, any deferrals, additions, deletions? Anybody? Cool. We can move on to public comments. I don't think I see anybody around. I think we're good on that for today. Next up is the approval of the minutes. So the regular meeting minutes from last time.
I believe John had a comment on the public, on the minutes. I'm gonna pull up this email. Okay, like,
So the minute.
yeah, I was gonna say that. I think John was here last week.
I believe he was here.
Right, so the attendance for last week, it wasn't per his email, it's, he was there and. And Officer Amador.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Correction, so.
Oh, that's it, Alvarado. Yeah.
No, that was like, yeah. Okay,
I think I got him.
Yeah. that's fine. Bye-bye.
We're not given late.
Yes, she was here. She was across from me.
All right, cool.
So does anyone want to move those corrections?
I'll make a motion with the corrections. I see.
Cool, all in favor?
Aye.
Great. All right, awesome. All right, so with that, I think we're good for the minutes. We can move on to the budget. Are there any changes on that? Nothing yet, right?
Nothing changed.
Cool. How much time is left in that?
That was
It's clear, the last day is the 30th.
Okay.
This is Saturday, so it's functionally next Friday.
Now, how much we're gonna lose? That we're gonna use.
Remember the last time we discussed it, we divvied up a decent amount of it, but I know there was still, like I was saying, a chunk that was kind of left.
Yeah, like a 1,500, I think, or something like that.
What was the
So,
balance for Connie, no?
There was that, and was there something else, or was that it, I think?
I think that was the chunk.
Is that it?
it's the 50% left for Gani. Which it would be 1150, so that purchase would bring us, or that dollar amount would bring us up to 3,800 spent. In those videos, we allocated 700 for marketing, which we never. That's part of the stuff that we couldn't get to, so. Yeah,
Cool question is, so I think that the guy from the video company was gonna come today, right?
I think he called
he
you, right?
called me and he said he has, when he's sick. I won't. Yeah, he's sick. He sent me the business video just now. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at the main video that I sent to you all. It was an unlisted link on YouTube. That is in my eye. I think you sent a correction or
Yeah, I
some
sent a
sort of
couple
feedback.
things. Yeah, I sent some feedback.
Did anybody else have time to take a look? Or?
But there were things I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I had a sick child, so.
Yeah.
And I had maybe a reference to the airport. That makes it obvious, just a like a tiny airport, it's actually a pretty major airport.
Executive airport.
Yeah,
so,
it's a-
Yeah.
A
like-
major general aviation airport in South Florida. There's like 4 FBOs there. Right?
Yeah.
4 or 5, no.
Is there a place that we're compiling these changes, Jonathan, or anything? Did anybody else send you anything? or
Yeah,
was it
that
just
was,
me
that was the
emailed?
only one that I received.
One
I
thing,
agreed with that one, that comment. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that I was like, oh,
one thing I would do is that when you guys get the chance, I guess, review Jonathan's email and then send in a response, because I think it'll be easier, right, for you, right? If you just have them, everybody's responses there, we can just compile it.
Yeah.
And I guess send it to him, because, I mean, the original plan was to do it here in person and like hammer out the last changes. But doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Right.
So I guess we just kind of gotta do it this way.
and you sent this actual script, right?
I believe so, right? You sent in a separate email, I think,
That,
or something?
It wasn't a separate. it was a-
okay, no, I was excited when that came, because I was like, oh, this will help.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I've had a kid.
So, no, yeah, you wouldn't mind. You mind sending it again, Jonathan? You wouldn't mind, like together? Here's the YouTube link, here's the scripts, just in one email. Send your feedback. We'll just do it like another one if you don't mind. And then that would be one that if you guys don't mind, giving it a look and then just send some feedback, whatever, and then hopefully we can send it to Gani by the end of this week, I think.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have it for the video.
Yeah, and
The dollar,
Friday.
sorry, just very quick, I think the dollar amount left over, if we paid out Gani.
Yeah.
Excluding the marketing would be 2,000, that we sort of left ourselves, maybe for the event, if we didn't have any. Sponsorships. would be
and that's paying him, right?
Hmm?
That's paying
That's
him.
just if we pay them.
Okay.
And if we were to market them. So it would actually be 1,850. If we weren't, able to close that out and pay them and market.
Yeah, okay.
Because in total it's 3,000 for the videos, we've already paid 1,150. But the last networking social, we never got an invoice.
For the Yosa,
Yeah,
I'll speak to them.
like, very soon, please.
Yeah.
It was end of this year. It's that time of year where everything is very, 1,000 miles an hour. So.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'll try to get it for you this week.
So I just downloaded I think this is his business video. I'm gonna see if I could drop that into my. Folder so I can pull it up here. That's the budget side.
Okay.
And a small, so we didn't. Well, it's not finalized yet because we haven't had the second budget hearing. We didn't ask for more money, so we're good in that aspect. And I already spoke to finance about opening a line item for this kind of event. There was a line item that already existed for some sort of some sort of networking or seminar, I believe it was. So our money, we're not gonna have 7,000 in the miscellaneous anymore, which they're very pleased with that upstairs. Thank you very much. So I'm sure there's much more for budget.
Okay.
This case you just paid it for, right?
I mean,
Or-
the only other option would be right now to figure out something, right? We did that last time.
It's
that last year.
So he was open to us calling him at the meeting again, if he had a couple minutes to prepare. I don't know if you guys would want to call him again.
Up to you guys, we can do that. It'll be a call Gani, I guess. I mean, this time would be more with edits, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be better just to have everybody view it in their own time and give feedback. I just think it'd be better than watching it right now. And
But what do you mean, we would just have feedback on edits, because we had agreed with him that it was they were all gonna be submitted today. By
Yeah.
today, so not just one, which is what we got.
yeah,
I think it was like at least the main one, because we wanted to have it for the boot camp. So, and we have it, it's just a matter of, one, getting the edits, but also getting, the
We
rest.
had said all of them because we wanted to pay him. That was the main goal that we had fun.
You say you had another video in your head?
Yeah, it's.
I've seen you.
I'm uploading it to the
In the
drive.
sports.
The sports one was
yeah.
a free, like
Oh,
I guess an apology for the delay. That was a sports one. I wasn't,
Is that on YouTube or on LinkedIn?
I feel like I saw that.
I
I don't know where I saw it.
I got unlisted.
I sent you guys
Yeah,
an unlisted video link. I wasn't particularly moved by
Right.
that video. So I don't have any plans with it. But again, it's not really my discretion, because they're funded by this committee, so. Yeah, you're not crazy, there was a sports, or second.
Okay.
I didn't read that.
That's all like.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure the original plan was to have all the videos today, and Donnie was gonna be here, and we are gonna go over the videos with him here and do live edits. And hopefully have it with the live edits and then extra little edits that we are gonna do, have it be ready by Friday for the event. That was the original plan. But doesn't look like that's possible at this point. The only options I can think of now would be what Jonathan's saying, we can maybe call him now, but I just don't think that would really lead to much. I think it'd be better just to kind of get feedback, and then maybe we can try to get something with the feedback. Maybe he can do something by Friday.
Video.
Yeah, you might be able to get the feedback if we can do as much today. I guess if you guys, when you get home, give it a look. And then maybe if we send him as much as we can today, he can, apply as much of it as possible and maybe give us something for Friday.
So how does
That's
this affect budget, and what are we gonna do with any leftover funds, or do we have anything to do? Because if we're not gonna be paying him for anything this, for all of the videos this time around, then what does that mean that's left?
Clarissa and I are working on that, because you can imagine this isn't the only committee that uses them. So it's like a very, not complicated, but, I don't know if serious is the word either, but it's like. We need the deliverables, and it's not just for this committee, so I don't know if it's. Because we don't have a contract, it gets very weird,
Okay,
you
so sorry to interrupt, but my question is, and I apologize if you want. What's the issue with it?
I think it was him wanting. He wanted shots of the decorations, so you can imagine that's winter time, okay, fair. If he wants, for the spring to have a different time of year, okay, fair enough, sports, okay. And we're just at the point where now it's delays and his other, I don't. So
We are paying him, right?
we paid him 50% already. That's
Yeah,
that's the,
I'm reading the
Go ahead.
notes from the last meeting, right? It says that Gani has yet to produce videos after 9 months. He has been paid already the 50%. Jonathan would communicate with Gani and address with the subcommittee, which was Romy, Matthew, and Jorge Alvarez. Matthew called Gani lighting speaker, and Gani committed to finalize 4 videos by September 1st deadline. Jessica Monchel, the email be sent to Gani, nothing or a deadline on September 1st for initial draft of all 3 videos with final edits done by September 18th. And he's present at the September 19th meeting. We have said that we were not going to pay him if those deliveries were not completed. So I don't know what the relationship is, but I know that he's not just doing his job.
I mean, look, we've been waiting for this for how long? Months, right?
9
Yeah,
months.
9
months, right? You've already got a 50% advance for work. I'm just making feedback, practical feedback. He's got a 50% advance for work that he has to deliver, correct? Okay, so the question is, how long do we dance? To put it in that perspective, can we find somebody else, cut our losses, and move on to somebody that can take care of business, or we just play the game? I don't know. I mean, hold on.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage, it is near the end, but that's the only thing is that. Yeah, like, that's the only thing. It is near the end.
Something that's gonna have to handle because,
Right.
we're only volunteers, so. We don't sign contracts, right?
But there isn't even a contract signed.
I know, but
Right. So we have a main video, we have a second video. Maybe it's just paying for 2, which would be, he was priced it at 1,300 for the 3. So
And
whatever it would be for that price, if that's, $750. We cut the second check for $350 and just.
Call it a day. Is this also the same scenario happening with other committees?
Well,
I'm asking,
Right.
I don't know.
Right, so there's the special needs advisory board for the gala, there's.
Has he delivered on any of that?
I don't know about the gala, education advisory board had some back and forth, that was in May, so at least
That's the one, it's something.
they had their turnaround in May.
Yeah.
So it's. It kind of feels like this specific set of videos has been neglected. If that's the, you know, I'll phrase it like that. Because other committees have, you know, they've had their issues, but they've still gotten their product. So. If it's, so regardless of the quality, cutting the check for 2 instead of the 3. I feel like that's more. I feel like that's more feasible than, you know,
I tend to agree with you, my own personal opinion, and I'm just putting it out there. I think we should maybe make a decision with formally.
To
Make a
formally edit it.
motion, cut him the check for the 2, get the 2, and call it a day and move on. I mean. That's my thought process. I've never met him, I don't know him, I have no relationship, but just from a practicality standpoint, it's been 9 months. Right?
Yeah,
That's
I know.
my 2 cents.
Yeah, that feels fair to me.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys, but
I
that
agree with that.
feels.
I agree.
If
I
we,
just finished this video that we're on, it's near the end at this point,
Near the end.
so he'll do it, like, you know, we finish that, and then we just. Call it quits there, you know, before it keeps going for the 3rd one, and then. And so on and so forth.
How does that affect, how does payment affect the fiscal year? Because you're not gonna pay for next year's budget.
no, we'd have to cut the check
If you own
for 9:30, so.
Let's see.
It just finished uploading. This is the business video, I believe.
Actually,
So
I see it, I see it.
this is my first time seeing it too. Okay.
First time,
So-
okay, here you go.
business or want to start a business and looking for a safe, great, and growing town, the Miami Lakes Economic Development Committee welcomes you to the town of Miami Lakes.
That's him, the
Miami
voiceover would
Lakes
be,
houses
I'm assuming,
hundreds of
an actual
businesses.
voice actor for the
Business
final cut.
buildings are growing left and right. Hundreds of offices with all sorts of amenities. Housing is going up, the city's growing. With the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce growing, business networking is almost every other week. The town of Miami Lakes, growing businesses and growing beautifully.
This would be what, the 2nd video or the 3rd one?
That'd be those. There's a sports.
Because there's the sports one, but that's a
The
freebie,
sports one was the freebie.
so this would be the 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay,
The main, this would be the business owner.
yeah, and then there's the main one, which is the one you sent on YouTube.
Want to see it again?
I was, I mean.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. One more time. You want to do one more time?
Well, we're good. Here we go.
If you own a business or want to start a business and looking for a safe, great, and growing town, the Miami Lakes Economic Development Committee welcomes you to the town.
Yeah, that's not the full, okay, now we know Andre meant. We do have a, yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're right. We do have a meeting after this, by the way. Okay. At 7 p.m.
Town of Miami Lakes.
Sorry.
Miami Lakes houses hundreds of businesses. Business buildings are growing left and right. Hundreds of offices with all sorts of amenities. Housing is going up, the city's growing. With the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce growing, business networking is almost every other week. The town of Miami Lakes, growing businesses and growing beautifully.
And growing a lot of. Grow, business.
Charlie, you talk more about
It
the
doesn't,
repeat business environment.
it doesn't bring me numbers, emotions.
Not,
Do we have the script
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah,
no, I just find that big.
Okay, if we can
I'm
ask.
gonna ask for the
Very
script,
generic.
but in the
Yeah.
meantime, if you guys wanna quickly compile any edits, just so we can make. Have like a very simple, please address this.
I think the script itself needs some major help.
but I also don't feel many
I'm
emotions
not
on it.
motivated by it.
Yeah, it's not,
Too much growing.
it's, and just for what he's showing, I think Miami Lakes has a lot more.
You talk more about
Yeah,
a
well,
business
it's- it's very sterile.
See some restaurants in there.
Yeah,
and some of the major industries that we have in here.
yeah, like the airport, stuff like that.
Then again, you only have what, a certain time?
Well,
I agree. But they.
Golf
only have a
is
certain
nice, the
time.
golf course is nice.
Yeah, you only have a certain time.
Oh, I mean, each shot
Main
doesn't have to
Street.
take much long.
Like,
1, 2 seconds for each
Yeah, but
shot.
you can have like a shop. You can have like one screen that has all the
God.
logos of all the companies that
Yeah.
are on there. Yeah, but you've got with cats up
Yeah,
there, you got companies over there,
it's
you got
true.
Costco there,
Yeah, being able to see like major brands will definitely add credibility.
it's national type tenants.
Yeah.
And
It
local
also doesn't
jobs.
display that it's all their industries, like industrial, right? Like,
You got the dog.
manufacturing, warehousing.
Medical.
Frank United.
medical.
Yeah, let's see back in that.
No, but maybe like a
Well, I was there.
one shop.
The only thing is that all these changes obviously take time.
Take time.
So the only issue is,
And the clip you only have a certain time too.
no, yeah.
Alright.
The only issue is that it's gonna not fit within the fiscal year, right? By the time that he finishes all these changes and all that, when it comes to paying him the remainder and all that, it's gonna be impossible. Like, I know that for sure. To finish it by September 30th or whatever, like that one as well, you know, if it's the whole bundle deal. I think you can do maybe one of the videos, you know,
Is
the
there
first
another
one,
video?
but.
So there's the main video.
There's a main video.
Can
we see that? If you don't mind.
It's gonna take another long time to upload. so
That's fine.
figure out if I can-
You don't have to upload it. See, you don't upload it. Maybe that's better. Maybe that, how do you call it, complemented or. Okay.
But just so we,
Yeah, like that we have the whole picture. That's my opinion.
I saw the other video, I think it's a lot better than this.
We'll find out. He's loading it up. He's loading it up. Gotta load it up. Thanks, John.
So I agree with you that we may only be able to get one.
One
request.
is what I'm thinking, like
Yes.
one good one solid one.
That's what I wanna see. If it's this
But
one.
that's all we
great.
can get is
Well,
one solid one.
What I say,
You know,
if it's this one,
pay
it's
for one
great.
solid one, once this
And
one,
then we
that's
just
what I'm
pay
worried
for that
about.
one.
Let's see what they have.
That's what I'm
We
worried
need to load the other one?
Yeah, he's loading
Hey,
it.
can I take a second? I know I'm out of order.
Go ahead.
What's up? When we approved the minutes, or at least I made a motion, I was talking about the regular committee meeting that we had. But there was a second set of minutes back to that.
in South Florida.
Oh. Yeah, so I didn't approve these, because I wasn't present, so I didn't approve these because I wasn't present from the subcommittee minutes. We just kind of skipped over that.
Okay, well, I mean, we can circle back to that real quick, I guess. All right, so this was a subcommittee meeting about the. This is about the,
But it was the.
yeah, we're going over some changes to the agenda.
Yeah, they did right. Yeah, this was,
Yeah,
cleaning up the agenda.
Yeah, the agenda, we were going over the marketing.
We discussed, the spacing of the event, the layout, depending on the registration we have, which I've already submitted. I wonder if there was.
Approved.
Oh, no, there. No.
Okay.
I have a question.
What's up?
Has anybody communicated with Anita Punchley that she's not in the program?
No, yeah,
He is.
she never,
Hasn't been, oh no, not that one. The other thing, sorry. Yeah.
yeah, no, there, yeah, I got confused too, sorry.
She was,
Anita Hunterly was, she's not on,
she knows that, right?
yeah. Yeah,
I mean, whoever told her she was.
it was on the, like one of the original agendas that.
Right,
That Krishana sent us. But since then, I've asked Krishana like, who is Anita Hunterly, essentially, and she said like, she's not gonna be at the. She's not on it,
she's not
so
on
basically, she was like a ghost on the agenda,
there. So she's not gonna give a presentation about the different, okay, just wanna make sure.
and then Annette.
She's here at the chamber meetings, that's the reason I asked.
Annette Hungler, I'm getting her PowerPoint, and so she's gonna have a little. I don't have the exact email.
That's the one that's at the chamber meeting.
So that's the one who came here.
Right.
Yes. Annette.
I'm confused, then.
We all are.
Yeah, what is Annette? And Anita Hunterly.
Annette that was here is presenting.
Okay,
Anita, who was on the agenda, but nobody knew.
Is a spirit, we don't know who that is.
She was-
Yeah.
She was mentioned by her, she was mentioned by.
That is.
Yeah, mentioned by- so she was on there, caused a little confusion, but she's not on the agenda anymore.
we got a gate crasher.
Pretty much. They're gonna be a party crash, event crash.
I think 5 of 7 presentations, because I think FIU has like,
Two with
it's
Prospera and
Prospera
FIU.
and Annette and
And FIU
the SBDC. They're like shorter.
Right,
And then I'm missing, I think, one more from the beginning, but besides that, we're like,
You ready?
I don't wanna jump the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah,
But.
yeah.
All right, cool.
So.
All right, cool. Just real quick, I guess.
Approve the.
Yeah, the minute.
Make a motion to approve the subcommittee.
Second.
Cool, all in favor? Cool. And I guess real quick again before we jump, let's go back again real quick to public comments. Cause I see our good friend here.
Hi, good
What's up,
afternoon,
man?
everyone.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Just real quick, on Saturday, we're gonna have the annual bike rodeo.
Cool.
From 9 to 10, we're gonna have a bike ride, anybody who likes to attend, and then from 10 to 1, we're gonna have the actual event. Free bike raffles, and all the goodies from the county. Helicopter, canine, just a good time at the park, at Veterans Park.
Awesome.
Comfort dogs,
Comfort
they're gonna be
dogs.
comfort dogs, they're not gonna be the biting canines anymore. You guys know, business guys know about liability.
Just some.
All right, cool.
But yeah,
All right.
back to the video.
Yeah.
This is the main video.
This is the main
For
video.
reference.
There is a small town in South Florida that's minutes away from the Atlantic Ocean and minutes away from Miami International Airport and right next door to a small private airport. The town is a nice and breezy air due to 90% of the town is covered with green canopy trees that give shades to homes and roads. This is the town of Miami Lakes. With 23 lakes and over 100 parks, Miami Lakes is truly a family-friendly place. Great schools, movie theaters, shopping centers, retail stores, gyms, a dog park, and oh yes, its own golf course. They had the Miami Lakes Hotel, minutes away from the golf course. If you're a startup or in business, check out our growing offices. With the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce growing, and there's always a networking event, Miami Lakes is always looking out for its entrepreneurs. Check out the nightlife with lots of restaurants from mom and pop exquisite cuisines to your favorite franchise. Or just hang out and watch your favorite TV win. Come on by. Miami Lakes, because their slogan, "Know it beautifully," is for a reason.
Some pointers, but sort of like on a, like it's not, can I go on a dog park, technically.
Yeah,
It's off leash recreation. I think that's what Jeremy has. Beat into, not literally.
Leash.
Yeah, it's not, they don't call it a park because it's a parking situation. Like, I don't know, that's what.
I don't think we're off leash recreational facility.
Yeah.
I think so too much.
That's why I said it's,
They're gonna be like, what?
I like it better than.
And the other one.
Yeah, I think it's more workable with.
That's my.
I feel that like the Main Street area and the restaurants more busier than the just the empty things, so it makes more
Mm.
kind of opportunities for growing. But it's a lot better.
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's just concentrated around Main Street. You can tell you kind of hit it all within a few days.
Center.
Yeah.
I do based on what we have, so I think the best way is if we have to get it before September 30th, I think we can only fix one. The other one, I think, is going to have a lot of work to fix it. So if we can just pay for one, and then I don't know, for the next budget, if we want to continue with the other two, with him or somebody else, that's the only thing I see that is possible for September 30. I don't think that the other one will be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I concur with that. That last one should be the one taken on with it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Advertise that one and,
Yeah.
What are the edits you guys may want to provide?
That's what I say. We send that link with the
Okay, well,
script.
I did send it back to you guys.
No, yeah, then I'm saying like, they come
For
up
the
with it.
purpose of time, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because like if we do it here right now, everybody write it down
Oh,
and
yeah.
then put it in a hat and then we like, that's why it's better if we just kind of. Take your time at home,
Yeah. take it down.
look at it,
Yeah.
listen to the script, watch all the clips. And really give it a critical eye, this clip is weird, like, I don't like the way this sounds here,
Yeah.
like, really give it like a critical look, more than just a minute and a half we looked at it here.
So
Can we put a timeline for us to?
I'd say literally by the end of today, like. You get home
You said
today.
the day
look at it.
tomorrow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow, yeah, and the day tomorrow.
Um,
It doesn't have to be
24 hours,
quick, yeah,
exactly.
24 hours, yeah.
Exactly. If not, we just send
Then
whatever.
we just send
you guys
whatever we have.
We have whatever we have.
Sound good to you, Jonathan? Whatever you get back, I guess by 5 tomorrow, just ship it out to Gunny.
That's fair. Back to the idea of maybe cutting our losses, pay for 2 videos, like to try to, I guess, edit the invoice. Is that what you guys wanna go for?
It looks like it might be one.
I don't think we're gonna
yeah,
to get
one,
one.
so have we overpaid?
Technically, yeah. So we can just cut it at the half, or. Yeah, just keep the second.
Can you turn in the
Did you
second?
get
or
the
the
second?
thing that we do, right? This in the next couple of weeks.
It could, the second one be like, I mean, just from an expense rollover for the next fiscal budget and be a very small nominal fee that we just pay the difference. I guess.
That would be to the next,
Right.
yeah. I don't know. At that point, we might end up going through
From the
the,
dil- Cause you're not paying the deliverables until the second one.
We gotta talk
until-
yeah. I just want to get stuck in the process again. Of waiting
No, I
again.
know.
Just a new deadline that's like way in the future again, so on. But I know for sure the one video
The first.
can be cleaned up, I think, hopefully by Friday. I'm not sure, but potentially by Friday. If we want to, we can probably get the second video. I'm assuming that business one, then take more work. We can probably get that one cleaned up by the 30th. I think we can do that. And then we can do the 2, and then we can still stick to the 2 plan if we do that. Yeah, the third one, I just don't think it's gonna be possible when it comes to getting feedback and stuff.
Just forget the third.
Yeah, I think the original plan was for the third one to be the sports one. That's what I thought it was
Right, that's what I
originally.
thought so too.
But it became like the short, like a freebie short, like a reel, basically, like a social media post. But yeah, which is why I think it's better we just do the 2, and then we give them, I guess, this Friday for one of them, and the 30th for the second one, and then we.
And if
cut off
he
there.
doesn't complete it,
Yeah, if he doesn't complete it, yeah, then what? When it comes to budget, if it's not done by that date, right? Like I don't know what to do at that point.
Well, I think.
Then I feel like I'm lost when it comes to the town's policy on that. Like,
I don't know, we'll give it a ton of credit. I don't know. Gotta talk.
If we only have one deliverable,
Only have one.
then we'll overpay by. What, 450, if each video is 700. If we get the second one.
I mean, I don't got, he's not gonna not
If we
ever
get the
do it.
third one, then.
He will do it. It's just that
Then
it's,
we're gonna lose
might not be that
the
exact
half,
date.
it's 1150, so. I mean, it's not great to lose 450, but, I think the better step one is to officially. Via a motion, like, try to, I guess, modify. The invoice to the 2 videos. With the main video being, we need it by Friday,
Yeah.
essentially. And then the second one, fiscal year. That's not us putting that cap, that's just the town's cap.
Yeah.
But for the main video, the better one, Friday.
Yeah.
If that's the lower the maybe.
I second.
Oh, well, I'm not.
No.
I'm not moving that. It's that, I can move that.
But you're moving us, you're moving the committee.
Well,
Your words, Sean.
Could you repeat it again?
Yeah, super moved.
So the motion's to move so that we get the one main video by this Friday. Everyone sends their edits by tomorrow, 5 o'clock. And move on to the second video and have the invoice by the second video for the end of this fiscal year, so September 30th. And request that the invoice be adjusted, so that is just for the 2 videos as opposed to the 3.
I second.
Cool, so all in favor?
Aye.
All right, cool. We'll go for it. You're the one that reaches out to everybody.
I have a question.
What's up?
You're saying the first video due by Friday,
the
and
main-
the second one due by the fiscal year, it's both Friday.
No, next Friday is the end of the fiscal year, but for our event, we want the second video.
Oh,
22nd is the.
got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Friday, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we
The
go.
22nd.
So honestly, I know we're not setting like a second hard date, I guess, for feedback for the second video, but try to do that. We probably
It should also be every day tomorrow if we wanna.
Yeah, just do that. It was a 40-second video. and The other one was a minute. We can do it, 2 minutes. 2 minutes to look at, that's all.
So
We can set up part of the time a little bit tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, good. Yeah, we can move on, I think. All right, so. I mean, that was pretty much budget, but that's also the new business anyway. So old business was just the BTR list. The follow-up ribbon cuttings. I don't think we have anything new yet right now. We've been doing the ribbon cuttings, so we're good.
I think the next one is the 28th.
Or Beauty's Steakhouse, no?
Yeah, there's like the bait shop, right?
Yeah, Beauty's Steakhouse.
Yeah.
There's somebody after that.
I think it's this Friday.
Yes, it's Friday. So the
Should
next
we,
Friday.
should we spend some of the budget that we have to support them that they just recently opened? Like, I don't know, buying, I don't know, something for. I don't know. Because if not, we're gonna lose it anyway, and we're helping somebody that just opened.
Like, are we doing any kind of raffles or door prizes or anything for like this Saturday, Friday?
Oh, we can.
We could.
I have a basket, a nice basket.
Yeah, we might as well do something from the EDC if we have
But
extra
we can
budget.
do more.
We could throw something in.
Eh?
Yeah, maybe ask the bakehouse if they can put something together that we can wrap along.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
that too.
And paper, so
yeah.
we just need to make a motion for the amount that we're willing to pay.
All right. What do you guys think? How much do we have left after? It's all, what was it? You said it was 1,700 tonight, or-
2,000. Yeah, that's,
That's-
if not either one.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. but it would-
I still think we go with 2,000 just because
Just to make sure.
all the 2,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We only work under 2,000.
All right, so we've got 2,000 floating to kind of work with.
We have 2,000 floating.
Yeah, that's if Connie got paid 100%, and I just wanna be safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Potentially
I don't
more.
expect to get all 3 videos by 9:30 if I'm honest, but. We
But
should
that
just
way we're
assume, so we're not working with money that we don't have. In theory, so 2,000. I don't think we'll be about 2,000, but.
So what we can do is, I was not sure if I was understanding, but raffle, gift cards or stuff like that? That's what you said?
Do they have gift cards?
No, it could be anything. I mean, they're a bake shop. I'm sure we can ask them for
Yeah.
a bundle of something. You know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
whatever bundle for X amount of dollars that we tell them, oh, give us X amount of dollars worth bundle. You know what I mean?
Or,
Or,
I'm thinking, we can. Maybe we can give everybody that shows up to the event. X amount of dollar gift card to different businesses within the town.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna give $2,000 to any one business. I don't think that makes any sense.
yeah,
I agree with
Reach
that.
out to, I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just getting the gift cards, which.
Right, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Chella's would
Yeah.
do it. I'm sure there's a couple of
Other
businesses in town that
pages
we
that
can
I
say,
would do it. Yeah,
let's give out, if each one of us gives us 10, $25 gift cards and we get
give
a,
it to
we
everybody.
get to debate or.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's a challenge. We would need to collect an invoice for all of these by the deadline, which is next week. And have them paid by that date.
That's what I'm.
So the more that you do, the more complicated
Right now,
and the more.
I'm not,
No, but it's a great idea, I like it.
well, it's a little late. It's only because we have a serverless.
And,
I think
and
it's-
when you mean
I mean,
invoice
yeah.
is like, for example, let's say like a sample of cheddar, right? You come and you say, I want a gift card of $25. You go, you get it, and then I give you a receipt. Or it has to be different.
You need an
Oh,
invoice.
does
and
it
you
have to be paid by me and you reimburse me?
you need a-
Or,
Then I would need your W9.
right, so it's not like,
You need their W9 as well.
Well, I mean, what we've done in the past,
Let me ask you
we
a
put it in
question.
our town
what
card.
if you have the W9 already going on? Because it's.
Jonathan, go
it's done
shopping
before.
with your town card.
Well, I don't think it should just be a free call. Like, I think we have to have a set idea of where, how much.
Yeah,
I think we should be giving back to those that have been supporting,
Right.
so.
Wherever we've had events this year,
Right,
like
yeah.
Laviosa.
So I'm thinking maybe we have W9s for potentially.
Yeah,
already.
we have-
And-
If I'm going with my credit card, I don't think I'll need a W9.
no, because he's
Because
just
this-
invoicing it from his credit card.
I got
And
you.
just
I'm
like she's
saying,
saying,
we already have
I mean,
W9s for
they,
Another one.
they do a lot of the practice things, I don't know.
Yeah, they love to participate for sure. I know Crusader would, I know Las Vegas would.
Sonia, for sure,
Las
Estrega.
Vegas would for sure. but-
Yes.
What about the bike, the culinary bike? tour
All the people that
restaurants?
participated in the culinary bike tour.
That's a quick flow.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for Island Fin because they set up a booth here and it was, in the rush of registration.
That's another good one.
I feel like they were like overlooked.
It's true.
It was very good. I tasted it and it
Oh.
was very good.
Then-
Yes.
And we didn't pay the restaurants this year. They,
So it's a good
by
idea. too.
exposure and by people, so what if we just limit it to the 12 restaurants from the.
I think that's fair. It keeps it, keeps,
I
yeah,
agree.
it keeps it like an unbiased, oh, this is all we grab these.
If it's $25 each,
So,
$166 each.
No, I would say divide the 2,000 by the 12 restaurants
Exactly.
and come up with a reasonable number. How much
that's
is
the
what's the number?
$166.
So do 150 per restaurant.
Yeah.
I can
And
break
that's
that
it.
down,
Yeah,
because
just
like,
3 years.
depending on the restaurant, I don't know what you would do with that.
Yeah, like.
Well, but I'm
they-
saying- You don't have to do one gift.
No, that's my point, like,
I'm saying,
just for
depending on
direction.
the restaurant, what is their average, like if it's La Estrella, you could do maybe 275.
Yeah.
If it's Vicky Bakery, maybe you could do, I don't know.
$10,
$10.
$150.
Like, I don't know.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't hurt.
Um,
How do we divvy them up? What was your idea on that? Like, as people just walk in or?
150.
You can raffle.
Like raffle a bunch, right? Yeah, yeah, right. Cool.
This
No, that's a good idea.
at the networking, right?
Correct.
Yes,
Yeah.
because if not, we don't have time.
Yeah, there was no time. on that
Yeah,
agenda for
at the
this.
networking event and like that's, we'll let them know, hey, we're having a drawing, these are
Yeah,
all
there's
the
gonna be
guys.
raffles, more networking, more, that's a reason, more of a draw. Yeah,
So
I
we
think it
need
works.
raffle tickets,
Yeah, that's fine.
who's responsible for it?
Raffle tickets?
Do we have raffle tickets?
Yeah, I have some of the shades. I don't know what it's from the chamber.
I think it's another committee that has raffle tickets.
So who's gonna be responsible to make sure that they're.
I don't want us to, I'll be honest, I don't want us to overcomplicate things at the end of
No, I
this
know.
year.
Oh, yeah, can we just get raffle
How much
tickets
does
from
the
Party
chamber
City? Doesn't that matter?
Like
Like,
the chamber
Oh,
member.
they have them. I'm just saying, who needs, someone needs to be responsible for bringing them.
oh,
Maybe we'll raffle from chamber membership.
Chamber membership.
It's got 50 bucks, no one brings them, like.
Chamber memberships.
Yeah, that's.
For what?
Way to
Raffle, you can also raffle chamber membership.
okay. I can ask.
The cameras on. Whatever makes it easier for us to, and basically 10 days.
I get the raffle ticket, but
Okay, so you have there too?
But yeah, we can figure something out. Or at least numbers or something, but
That's what I'm gonna bring too. We'll have a bunch of raffle tickets that we bring.
Yeah.
It's like, gee, that's the biggest issue. But, okay.
I'm thinking of
So
someone
what's-
else, but okay.
What's the formal, what's the motion?
So I motion to spend $150 on each of the 12 restaurants that participated on the bike tour
Yeah.
and gift cards to raffle in the event that we are creating from the Economic Development Committee. That's it.
Yeah, nice.
Second the motion.
Cool, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, cool. Jonathan, are you the one that acts on this?
I think
You're the one
so.
that goes out and gets all this?
Yeah, I'll take a nice.
It's free.
I'll take the second, the 2.0 of the bike tour.
What was that? Yeah, that's what I said. Ian.
Yeah, I think that's an easier way to just.
Yeah.
And what is their BB's Big House is this Friday though.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about- Well, the big thing is that, we're not doing the big guys thing. The, you're waiting for them, right?
No, I think that's gonna be at the event, no? At the ribbon cutting.
What?
Isn't this all to take place at the ribbon cutting?
No.
This is at the networking. At the networking event. Yeah, yeah, we're not doing the big thing anymore, because instead we're gonna.
So
keep
we
it
have
to
to have those
we're gonna
gift
keep it to
cards
12.
by the 22nd.
Yeah, we need those gift cards for
By
Friday.
Friday.
The ribbon cutting was on Friday, that's on Friday, so.
No, yeah, it's not for 6, it's for
I'm just
2 or
thinking-
whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so let's start.
Or not 2 for 12, it'd be for 12. But whatever, don't mind them Friday in the morning, obviously.
You're gonna have a very big.
Yeah, exactly, I was like, obviously not, but you can get them all on Thursday if you want, I guess.
So we covered the, well, I'm not gonna take over, sorry, but
No, you're good. So we covered the Ghani videos and new business. So I guess we can just move on to the last section here, which is just kind of the update on the small business bootcamp and just kind of finalizing everything before we're good. I think we're pretty much good. It's just kind of the thumbs up, Any last comments? 'Cause I'm sure there are, that's why.
I would
So,
just say, if we have the locked on Eventbrite to only 80, and that's the maximum capacity, knowing that 100% of people are,
Not gonna come.
even if they register, they're not gonna.
No, yeah.
I would say, if it's not too late, maybe increase it.
I agree.
I'm comfortable pushing it to
120. What percentage do you think are actually gonna show up?
Well, I obviously don't expect 100%, but I also don't wanna overbook because. You know,
There's space, right? There isn't space.
not with the layout that we have.
No.
We need space for the speaker, the podium, obviously there aren't gonna be. If you're talking about spacing, you can't have chairs behind the podium, so wherever the podium is, you have to clear out. However. Maybe like 8 feet, and then however wide chambers is, because they're not gonna have chairs.
Can we get like a run
In
through,
stereo.
a run through of the logistics, like what time? Should the people show up, we're gonna participate? Who's going to sit and maybe work the door to register people?
Oh,
Maybe
I
get
think that's a
cards
good
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't mind volunteering for that.
I don't think we need more than 2 for signups. I've already spoken with the breakfast on the breakfast point, so that's gonna be set up.
well, I'll set it up. Well,
No, wait.
yeah, I'll set it up.
Before we move to those, because I think it's a lot of topics that we had to discuss with that, can we address his topic? of
Yeah.
How many more can we increase? Because on our screens and restaurants, it's gonna be 20 to 30% that are not gonna show up. In the event price that they have registered. So
We also are gonna have some, I don't know, it's definitely not gonna cover the Eventbrite missing, but there's gonna be some that aren't on the Eventbrite that are gonna show up, like some of the Miami
Right.
Lakes people.
There are
There's
walls.
gonna be some of that, yeah. Not a bunch, I don't think it's gonna cover that 20% that's missing.
so at
It'll be
least to
enough.
100,
Yeah.
I'll say,
Yeah, I would say,
at least.
I wouldn't wanna push it above 100.
so just put it to 100 then.
Yeah, I think 100 is good in between.
Because-
Because like I said, there is gonna be people, like I know the people from the chamber reached out to me, the greater chamber, they said they're coming and they didn't sign up.
Because for example, like I
Looks like
got
stuff like that.
And
from Sarah,
Right.
I got the email, I immediately, the email came was, I was on my computer, I opened it, it's booked. So I
Yeah,
was not even to read the whole thing.
are
So,
we taking account? Attendance. Attendance from the Dade County marketing from their end, or is that everything is through Eventbrite? Remember, Dade County's supposedly.
Well,
pushing this
we've
through
given
Eventbrite.
them the event right.
oh, so they're also using
They
that same
for
thing.
sure, yeah.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
sharing it. They're
Yeah.
sharing it.
Yeah.
No, that's good, so that explains.
It's not like we have our
Well,
80 and then there's.
Yeah.
We're all working. under it.
Cool.
Depending on what is the percentage of the turnout for the people that register versus show up, at the next committee meeting. Just make it known to, maybe to consider for future events, to consider like adding a very nominal fee to register for the event to prevent, people that don't plan on showing up from even signing up and taking up space that could have gone to other people that did want to go,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that could be a good
I mean,
option.
I'm sure we're gonna come to that.
Yeah, that's why. This was the first time doing this event, so that's why I kind of just to see and gauge the turnout. So if we get all 80.
I think
Remember,
I'm
that was the-
comfortable
that was
opening
like
it up.
a- yeah, I'm not upset.
First annual.
But like,
Yeah, I'm not upset. If we got people piling out the door, I'm not gonna be upset, but
if business people
You know.
are on top of it and they commit, I don't want 120 people showing up with 80 chairs, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So-
same
Well,
time.
as I said, I'm willing to give up my chair.
It's a good problem.
Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, it's a better, probably, of course, that'd be good. Right, yeah, it's a better. But hopefully it comes to that, yeah, hopefully it'll come to that.
So, and we also only, like, okay, food for 80,
Right.
so.
That's fine.
Better-
Another-
just tell you that right after, and people can all eat each other. Money there.
So,
So-
so.
What time you,
registration starts
what time you want us, the
Yeah.
people there?
What time do I want you guys here?
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I'm assuming-
and also the presenters,
To
right?
about to do whatever we gotta do.
To set up their,
So register, we told them 9 for setup breakfast,
the setup and breakfast, 9.
for them to set up their breakfast. We told them 9.
We are, breakfast will be set up.
If it starts at 9:30, we want to go a little bit.
Okay, so breakfast is at 9.
So I think 9:30. I think 9 is fine for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
45, 9, because Facilities is gonna take care of chairs and tables. I don't want you guys to get sweaty in your suits and ties. So that's gonna be taken care of.
Do you have all the presentations?
I have, I have like 5 out of 7 in one.
Is it
big
all
presentation.
PowerPoint?
Yeah, I've already spoken with IT.
So AV is good, audio video
Yeah,
guys.
we're gonna run, I think we're gonna do like a dry run on Wednesday or tomorrow or
Okay.
Thursday.
Is it gonna be live streamed?
But that's another, we're gonna see if we can.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
I mean, the problem is the cameras and if
Where
we're,
they're pointed.
when you put the PowerPoint on our Zoom, it looks not good, like. So then it becomes, is it even worth projecting like a bad quality presentation?
On a recording, but it'll be able to be seen in the event, right? The PowerPoint.
Yeah, the TVs will look normal.
You could do it
For
as
some
an
reason-
attachment, as an attachment.
For some, but for some reason, when this goes into our streaming service, it looks. I mean, if you guys have watched the council meeting, you know what it looks like,
Yeah.
Then you could do it as an attachment
so.
on the side.
And then somebody's gonna be taking photos to disseminate on a website.
Yeah, Jacob's gonna be
link or
here.
whatever.
We're gonna hopefully have, we purchased a camera.
Wow.
for
Oh,
the
really?
town. Yeah,
Nice.
we figured something out.
Nice.
So if Jacob, I already told him, he takes great photos, we're gonna have that. Maybe I'll be able to take photos if the camera's here on time.
I'm sure I'll have a camera
And
ready.
then you're gonna be running herd on the presentation, right?
Huh? What was that?
I'm sorry,
No, you're good, you're good.
I tend to mumble sometimes.
No, you're good. What was the question? I'm sorry.
You're gonna be running herd, when I say running herd, you're gonna be the master of ceremonies and
Oh,
keeping everybody
yeah.
on time and introducing and stuff like that.
yeah, I guess so.
Are you gonna, are you gonna introduce the committee?
Yeah, I mean,
We won't have that much.
yeah, I wasn't sure. I was thinking about
yeah.
that. I was like, do I want to name everybody's name? I feel like that might be too much, because I was thinking about me. I was like, man, if I forget somebody, they're gonna be angry. That's why I was like, I don't know if I named the whole committee. I was supposed to be like, maybe all thanks to everybody. But I don't know. I guess I could do that. I can name everybody. Does everybody want to get shouted out? They're like, hey, we got this guy from East Side. Hey.
I think you can just like motion to the.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just kind of keep it short.
Yeah.
That group.
Yeah, because I'm gonna intro, because the whole start was me doing the intro, and then I introduced Manny and Renee was supposed to be there. I don't know if Renee has heard about it, Senator Renee Garcia.
It's not the invite, I haven't.
Yeah, whatever. I
I'm
don't
gonna try to
know.
reconfirm.
Okay, and the,
But, and then they were gonna kind of take over the little introduction of the first part, and then I jump into the people.
okay,
What I was.
And then- if we're bringing stuff to raffle.
Yeah.
Can we set that up at your restaurant before, or how do you wanna work that?
We can do it whatever you guys want. I had set it up, the bar and the Florida room.
When will
For
that be
us?
available to go into the restaurant?
We open at 12, so anything before like 11, that will be fine.
Yes, I guess we do it right after, right?
Yeah.
Right after, we can just pick up
Yeah.
the stuff and put it
Mhm.
over there.
Yeah,
And then
We can even bring it earlier and I have our team set it up whatever we want.
But let's say, how early will you be there?
No, well, that somebody at the restaurant is always at 8 AM and I'll be
Okay.
here at 9. I have the keys that we can go in.
Perfect.
We can go
So
and.
we don't have to
even-
lug it from
Yeah.
here,
It's
or
not
by
like-
the car or.
No,
anything
no,
like
no,
that.
we can
Okay,
be
good.
there at 9, whatever
Okay.
we got.
All right.
And,
yeah, take all their offices there
or,
already.
Yeah, yeah.
or if you want at 8:30, so we're here at 9,
Mhm.
right? And we drop everything and I tell somebody to help us out, set it up.
And we have raffle bowls and to put the cards
I'm
in.
gonna take care of them, do the raffle bowl and the raffle tickets,
Okay, cool.
okay?
Cool, thank you.
So
What kind of
we
bird
have
do
it
we
there.
have?
The
Salmon,
Virgils.
salmon and poached
No,
eggs.
stuff from Sergio's.
Prosecco.
No,
One question on the raffle, right? It's regular raffle tickets, but you say that
I
you
would
wanted
say
it,
business cards, I think.
right, you were.
No,
Nice business cards and
Right.
things.
they don't.
here you go.
Don't tell Steve he's old.
I know.
You trying to pay me here?
No, I'm just saying, not everyone has business cards these days, and so I would recommend an alternative.
Yeah, stickers and tickets,
Just tickets?
Yeah.
you can do that.
So is anybody gonna track the companies or the business people that are showing up for the
Would be part of
event?
the registration.
Yeah.
process.
That's why you would probably get your raffle ticket. I guess it would be walking in here in the morning,
Get it
so you
here.
get it. Yeah, and then it gets a reason to kind of get you to stick
go.
through.
Yeah, hey, you guys know why you got this? Go there.
All right, after.
Yeah, over there.
On the registration thing, what do they give to them, or do they have to
Just
fill
a name,
out?
Just a
or-
name,
yeah,
whatever
whatever
they
name.
sign up for the event, right?
Here's a
Matthew, do you have
ticket.
that in your notes, that that's something you have to say in your masters of ceremony?
The,
About
the,
the raffle?
The event.
Yeah, yeah.
The raffle and the event to follow, where the raffle will be held, the challenge.
I'm gonna say something, but I'm not gonna promise that it's going to be right. But I may be able, and I know that I did it on my business in Dominican Republic, that it was like a QR code.
Mhm.
They register on the QR code and then it automatic raffles, but it gets that information, right? So that way, when you scan it, you put my name, blah, 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 industry, whatever we wanted to put there, email. And then on one of the TVs that tell us, we can click and it says, I don't know, Danny Gonzalez is here. Well, it's not here. You know, Carlos, and he's here and he'll get whatever the person is. And then we raffle kind of automatic. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. If you guys are interested to do it, I can figure it out. Am I able to do it before time? Or
we keep it simple.
we keep it simple and we do that. Yeah. Yes.
Did you confirm with Manny that you?
I just sent a message to Joseph, because it's always like a last minute confirmation, or
Yeah, it'd be nice to have everybody that we said we're gonna be there. It'd really be nice. Yeah, always. No, we have to have
Before you
full
start your
talk for
script, you
5
know, if
minutes.
there's any other council members that are in the chamber, so that way you acknowledge them also. as being-
yeah, well, we're gonna let Manny do that, hopefully.
Yeah.
That was the idea, right, or no? Well, he might not even know that, that's why I went on.
Make sure, that's,
Yeah.
his expectation.
Yeah, I know Josh told me he was gonna try to swing by, Josh Yeager, but I don't know about anybody else.
I'm gonna send a re-up to Victoria, she's the assistant to the council.
Cool.
Again, see if any more confirmations.
Okay.
The Laker did a good job of the write-up.
They did.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
did
right.
really
I
nice.
saw that
It was good. Nice size spot.
Yeah.
Cool, I'll have to look at that.
Well,
I got, no, I can take it off, it was already.
Okay, so what you want us to help when we get here? Like, I know that you have told us that you had some certain like goodie bags from the EDC. I don't know, cows and,
No,
and certain things that we're gonna give like a gift thing.
so I think what we wanted to do was like somehow leave the folder on the chairs for because if they're gonna be handouts, which some of the presenters have told me that there are gonna be handouts. Which is good because we want physical things at the event. To use the EDC's folders that I still have upstairs, I don't have a count on them. But to have that on the chair, we have a bunch of cows to maybe include with the package. I don't know if there was another.
I think that was it for now. Remember, I wanted to, like, I asked you about maybe getting notepads and things like
We
that.
have like
Where would
plans
you
and
be on that?
notepads.
Yeah, maybe
We just don't have like
it's not a
pretty
bunch.
fancy wrapper to put it all on the chair. It's kind of. So maybe if
Or other
you guys wanna help,
registration.
you know, I give you the cows and you go chair by chair to put it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
give,
that
I
would be
give,
the stuff
I
we
give, I give you the notepads. and
Yeah,
I give
that's,
you
yeah,
the
that's,
folders.
no problem.
But I mean, that's pretty simple, like, that's not really grueling work.
I'm just out of curiosity, I'm sorry to switch. The demographics of the people that registered, you really don't have that
No.
information.
We really don't, we
Not
really
just
don't.
Miami
collect
Lakes,
it.
I'm sure it's from all over town, right?
I don't know if they have a location feature on it, but right.
Just curious.
Um,
No biggie.
And maybe from our Facebook ads, I can see.
Alright.
Who pulled interest from it and then maybe try to do something. I think age would be a great thing, maybe in the next time.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And I don't wanna waste too much time because we have a meeting after this, but
Yeah.
in the next time, we can say, have an input as, you know, what is your dream business or what like. Industry are you in?
Right, right.
Yeah, but I guess hindsight is.
What information did they collect already or?
Just the standard cell phone, name, email,
Okay.
You know, Jonathan, I think this is a template for the next year's event.
every event,
This would be great every year.
every event has to be better than the last.
Yeah.
So,
And do like a post like survey to the attendees to see
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I can send an email through the registration email.
Did we,
It's gonna be beneficial for planning.
No, 100%.
did we agree on an increase, at all?
Under.
100.
Yeah, it's 100.
So you're gonna open up.
I already
20
opened it
more
up and I'm gonna unpause the Facebook ad.
spots? Okay.
I wanna make sure everyone who's like wants to do it can get in
Oh,
before someone else does.
You know what?
See what happens.
Yeah, you're right.
See what happens.
You're right.
Yeah, for all the people that we.
It's like, it's tomorrow morning, by the way, you can sign up, just kidding.
Are you serious? Because it's cool again.
And break our heart twice. Yeah, by the way, we put 500, we voted on 500 for it, I think 300 and change ran before it sold out, so I paused it, because I don't wanna waste the money. I mean, pretty much everything is figured out, I have my to do now, which is please take my money for a gift card. I think that would be easy.
Yeah.
And then,
We have to see, there is places that do not, but have availability to sell gift cards. In that event, I don't know. What we should do.
A lot of times they have their, like, even if they don't have gift cards, they'll issue little certificates. Most of the businesses have something. Yeah. Like if
Really someone that you're trying to get
doesn't have a gift
Yeah.
card, they'll have a certificate that they can give.
Yeah, yeah, I know Gabriel's like that, too, or Trattoria's like that too. I think he was part of the, what's it called, the bike fair, right?
Yeah.
But Gabriel was there, he was.
okay, so I think
Yeah,
I'm happy with where the event is
The
at.
chamber, some chamber people are gonna be there.
hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
The president should be there. I think the self-proclaimed PR guy should be there in the chamber. So we've got those two and.
We'll obtain them so you can have.
Yeah,
time.
Okay.
On the bike.
That'll be a challenge. All right, cool.
We actually, we have a little bit of time. The culinary bike tour, we ran it outside of the committees this year. No offense, but we felt like if we were gonna wait on committees, it would have essentially one committee. I'm not gonna name. I think we would have been waiting and we would have lost a lot of like fun momentum that we had. We handled everything internally. We had a fun time redesigning the event and it was, the biggest version that we had. So I don't know if you guys, I know you were there. I know you
It
were,
was not there.
Jahel's was open.
Yeah.
Did anyone have any comments or any
Yeah.
questions or
That is my favorite time of that.
have you taken our survey?
I'm a big. I'm a big supporter of that event.
Everyone, feel free to take the survey. We're trying to. How do I say this?
Get better.
I just want to ask one thing. Did you like the
Oh,
bike thing in the front?
No,
No.
I mean, I was trying to get them. So I originally.
Okay.
I registered for it and I was on it with another couple, but the rest of our friends didn't make it on. So we gave away our spots
Uh-huh.
and became the regular crowd. But what we realized is if they have to go in the front, it's horrible.
Because of how slow it's
Yes.
going?
Too slow. Like the bikers, it's bad to bike that slow with so many people around you.
I'll tell you the one thing that I noticed, because I noticed that in the beginning, but as the night progressed and especially when we were moving from
In the
N15
longer spots.
right, in the longer spots, what ended up happening was, yes, you had that slow, very slow group in the front. But even though it was that slow, then you had this big gap of even slower people that were behind them. So it ended up being slow enough that the gap wasn't bigger. Because if they had gone faster, it would have been a way bigger gap. We're
Why
actually a little bit
can't
more.
they be this- Why can't they be at the end?
They
Instead
can,
of
and the reason why I asked is because we had a meeting today about it and we thought maybe of having like two of them
Yeah,
at least, but one in the front and one in the back. But keeping one in the front because visually, it helped us a
It's
lot
the
with
lead.
security wise, because all the cars, obviously they saw the police cars, they saw us on the bikes, but it's this big light lit up
yeah.
thing with a bunch of music just capturing your eyes. Like, oh wow, that thing's going by. Oh, there's a bunch of people behind it.
Yeah.
So more, you would think more would be better? Or,
I mean, in the past, we never had it, and I think that traffic was handled great in the past. I don't think that it was, I didn't feel like more at risk without it in front of me. So I don't know if, I don't know if it helps. I think the cops do a good job alone without needing that to be the main, here we are. So I don't know, everybody would just comment that was around me, like, why can't I go in the back? Why can't I go in the back? And so I also, when you're moving from place to place, what ends up happening is that some people take longer and they stay behind, so then they're catching up, and that's why you're
Yeah.
seeing the trailers in the back that are playing catch up. But in the beginning, it was a problem,
Yeah,
it was too slow.
I wonder if that thing can go faster.
So that was the thing, that's what we were asking.
maybe there's like a better version of it, like a better vendor.
Electric one.
Right, like, I don't know the,
Because
I'm
there
sure
was
not all
also,
12 people or 14 were pedaling.
there were also people in the event that said that they do a lot of these bike things, and they see these at the event, and they go way faster.
Okay, so then, yeah, maybe
So
it's
that
just a
was,
matter of.
I don't know, but they commented that. Yeah,
We don't have to have, right? It's
no, but
No,
it's
it was,
cool,
it was
it's
like,
cool.
it was an added value, so it was $15 more than the regular ticket. Because you're getting a little added value,
Yeah.
we threw in like a hat. More glow, like a more glow sticks than the regular folk. So. It was kind of like the,
For us,
The pilot.
the more safety we can incorporate it, the better. So that's why I was saying that it just felt like we felt better with it because of the added, eyes. Everybody's looking at this thing and, oh, wow, because there's some areas that, like, I would ride all the way to the front and look back and then look behind it. And
There's
it
parts
was
of the
very
site.
dark,
I know, I saw.
because a lot of the riders don't bring lights.
Yeah.
Which would be, I think, something to promote more for next year is
bring
it's at
lights.
night, bring a bunch of lights, make it more fun.
Light
Go
it
in, light it up, bring a lot of lights and light up the night, something like that.
I think that if we find one that goes faster, then that,
That would be a good,
yeah, that will be taken away, that problem would be taken away, and then it would help you on your end.
yeah. I know there aren't many events that flow through this committee. Aside from the culinary, the networking,
So are you saying it because you want us to take it?
no,
Oh,
I really loved how it was handled
How it-
internally.
no, it was happening as well.
Which kind of leads to our survey, we're kind of having, this is how I'm looking at it, like a referendum on events. Cause we have a lot of events. Some are historic, which I get, some have, had their time. And we're looking for new ones, and I think the culinary bike tour was, we promoted it like normal, so, I mean, when I get emails about events not being promoted well, or if they didn't do that. We're treating it, we're letting the people decide for themselves what they want to do, and culinary bike tour, the most ever. Now, if this event from this committee, that's probably run its course as a duo. It is what it is. I don't want to get too much into that. The councilwoman has an item on events because of that, because of budgets, seeing where we can trim fat on events. So I'm glad you all have great things to say. It was nice seeing you at the event. Hopefully we can figure out the party bike again. Feel free to take that survey, share that survey. It's not so long, but it can be really good in terms of detail, radio events, what you guys want to see. Maybe business events. I think that's one of the categories that we have as like what you would like to see. So that's my
Cool,
that's my 2 cents.
thank you. Nice.
Anyone else? Bike rodeo on Saturday. I will not see you there, but and the gallons on Saturday as well. The mayor's
Oh, that's
gala.
right, the mayor's got.
Oh,
What's the breakfast, by the way, for the volunteers for?
ooh, good question. You guys all received that intro, right?
That's Saturday, I think it's the 30th.
No.
I want to say it's, you haven't received it.
The 30th.
It's the 30th, the 30th. That's like.
Yeah, just, I mean, a
Disappointed.
little bit of feedback, putting it on a Saturday
Yeah.
makes your attendance way lower.
So we had feedback that putting on a weekday was not good because I would work, so we put to a weekend.
I
There
definitely
was-
swear
there was
to go
no-
to
no, I-
breakfast.
Free ride.
Yeah,
There were it's always something where we send it out and people on committees.
I think a few years ago, it was on a weekday, was it?
It's always-
Yeah,
So
it was-
it was-
And we got,
Back.
and we got chewed out for putting it on the weekend, because nothing we do with it.
I think it's one of those things that you look at who your target audience is, so if it's just strictly volunteers, then maybe it does make sense for the weekend. If you're looking at your sponsors and from the business community, then it would make sense more to do it during.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at your volunteers, they all,
We're the only one that's like
Yeah.
business volunteers. You have to, like the culinary, I mean, the
So like.
culture affairs,
People,
elderly affairs, they're all,
there's even kids. Like, the
well,
youth,
are retired or,
Like that, that's why it's- they have school and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's on the 30th, I can resend you the link. So it is on the 30th. and get you
That's
that
pretty
free-
funny.
free breakfast. So,
Saturday in the
yeah,
morning,
please
though,
don't
that's
do it
rough.
with everybody.
that's,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll see if I can send it back to this.
Well, the MC for that event is gonna be, I mean, you don't know who it is?
I was putting.
I think I know.
Yeah,
Wait, I don't.
you don't know who it is?
How do I?
It's the PR guy for the Chambers, the same guy.
he's all over the place.
I see that.
No, I can answer that. The answer is no.
I'm like,
I can't answer that question.
Did that later.
send the link. I'll have them send it back to that.
Yeah, I think, yeah,
we
that's it.
motion, motion.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Cool, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're free.